Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Tagged Out Productions video. Today we're at the public land out by my work, and we've got our one spy point that we're going to throw up here. So we'll have two up here. Not sure if I want to throw one on this end that we found a bunch of tracks, or if I just want to throw both of them down here. And I'm thinking about either moving this one down here down a little bit, or in the corner more where we spotted those bucks. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put some batteries in my camera, and then we're going to hike up here and just kind of go through here and put out our cameras. Guys, so I know the very first time we were in here, there was nothing here, but there was seed. So whatever this is, I think it might be soybean, is planted in this field. So the deer are definitely eating from here. First time we came here, we spooked something in there. I don't know if I want to put a camera in there. There's a well-beaten path. And then right here, this might be a good spot for closer time, because it almost looks like it could be like kind of a scrape for the bucks. But yeah, I'm not sure. I know there's a path right here where they're coming out, but we're gonna go ahead, walk over here to this point where we saw the bucks and kind of scout around it. And we're gonna go to our camera, move it down that way a little bit more, or move it this way more. If we move it this way more, we'll put our other camera up here. But we're gonna go over there and do that. I'd love to put a camera over here by the pond, but it's kind of hard to get into. So we're just gonna go over here, and we're also gonna look for a spot that we could set up our saddle. Or if not, then we're gonna have to find a place where we could put like a portable blind. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys when we get over there. As we're making our way over here, I did kind of want to talk with you guys for a minute. So this wooded area here in the corner, we're about there, and I'll show you guys. But I'm pretty sure the reason there's a good bit of bucks that are holding in here, hopefully they stay too, because we're just a little over a month out of the season. And last year I had bucks up until the week before, or 2 weeks before the season. Not here, but another place. But I think the woods are here so thick. They've got the pond, they've got this bean field, or whatever it is. And they've got a field over here to come and eat. So I think this is a good spot to set up this year. And I want to let my grams kind of go this year. Not go, but hunt it, but not as much, so that the bucks can have a place to feel safe. So, but let me turn you guys around, and I'll show you here what I mean about how thick it is. And looks like someone else might hunt here, because I see a camera right now. So let me show you guys how thick this is. Like I said, someone has a camera right here. And it's actually a good spot, because right there's a pond, so they can get them traveling from food to water. But you guys can see just how thick it is in there. When we go around, I'll show you guys that too. But man, I wish that camera wasn't there, because I'd put mine there. Might end up walking this way too some, but all right, yeah, let's just walk this way. I don't want to intrude on their camera, because I know I hate when people get on my camera. The only time I do is whenever I don't notice them. But you guys can see there's a ton of trails through here. But we're gonna go ahead, like I said, keep looking for places to set up and places to set a camera. So stay tuned. Here's a tree that might be all right to sit in, but like when the branches go or the tree leaves drop, it might be easy to get in there, and I'll have cover from the limbs. And then we could always saw some little limbs off to get in there. But you guys can see, like, you can't really see it in there too well because of how thick it is. But we're getting ready to go in this corner, and this is where I kind of want to put my camera, so we'll see if we can find a spot to put it. So we got our camera here. We're moving it because I feel like it's almost too close to this guy's field. I don't really want to intrude too much, so. And it's really just a grass field. I mean, I've gotten bucks on camera through here because they live in this, but I'm sure they go out into the bean field a good bit, or whatever field it is, because it's a food source. I mean, they come out into this field, and either way, I'm probably going to be able to get a shot off if I sit on this side or the opposite side. So I'm thinking right there would be a perfect tree to sit in if this field was game lands. I'm thinking here on the corner, what we could do is sit in one of these trees and just kind of overlook the bean field on the game lands side of it, and hit the bean field and hunt that. Because right here is a couple of trees. I can knock some limbs off when the leaves go away and hunt out of it easily. Now, there is a tree here on the corner. I'll show you guys right in here that I would have to cut a good bit out to put a camera. But I'm thinking about doing it because I feel like it would be a good spot to put my camera. And then probably put the other one on that side. So I might venture over this way too, to see if I can find an opening, which I doubt it, but let's see if we can find a good spot to actually set this camera without cutting too much. Right here is a tree, but it's almost has too many limbs and it's leaning pretty good. So I'm just gonna find a tree, put it on, and then I'll get with you guys when I'm done. Here would be a perfect tree to sit in. And of course, when all these leaves are gone, I'll have a good view, hopefully. But right here is kind of an open patch and all this thick stuff, and then the bean field and the grass field is private. But I think I'm gonna put my camera on this tree and just cut around it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So I'll get with you guys whenever we put it up. Guys, so we got our camera set up. You can see right there. We put some mud hole down on this little log that I had left, and you can see there's kind of a trail there, but we cleared all of that out, and I'll show you a picture of the view. But we got a good view coming out this way, and we'll get anything coming around this corner or playing around in here, so eating from these beans. So we're gonna go ahead, work down this way, see if we can't find a spot near the pond to put one, or we'll just go over there and put one. But you can see there's a trail here too, and then like I said, an opening that we might end up sitting in, depending on when we come back to see how it looks in the fall with the leaves down. But I'm not gonna want to come in here probably like 3 weeks before season. So here maybe in like a week or two, well, probably 2 weeks before the season. So like here in like next couple weeks, if batteries need changed, I'll change them. And I think next year I'm gonna convert to solar panels, but we'll end up changing our batteries probably before then, so that we don't have to be in here like super close to season. And we'll probably then end up just kind of moving cameras if we have to, but kind of setting cameras to be set here. So let's go ahead and kind of just go along here, see what we can find, and I'll keep you guys tuned. I don't think there's a way we're gonna be able to get into the pond unless we just hike through all that tall stuff. And I don't feel like doing that, so we might just go put our camera down here somewhere, either in this corner or in this little wood pocket, and see what happens. So let's go do that. We got this one set up. I don't think it's gonna send us a picture because we're out of our limit, which don't make sense because our other ones are at a limit too, and it's showing that they're still sending us pictures. But we got that one set up. We're here on this side of the bean field. There's not much on this side, but there's a good bit of beaten path down here, and I just made a mock scrape there, so we're gonna kind of see what comes through here. So yeah, we'll be back probably, like I said, here probably not next week, but maybe 2 weeks, and we're gonna check our cameras, make sure the batteries are still good, and just kind of check over our area, make sure we're all good, and then stay out of here, and maybe cut some limbs down for us to climb a tree. And we're actually going to climb trees, make sure we can get in them. But yep, this one's set, so let's get out of here.